right, so today is November 9th, 2025. It is 10:35 p.m. I procrastinated enough. I was supposed to read yesterday and put the video out today, but I procrastinated and forgot about it. A little combination of both. But I'm doing it now, so we're still gonna get the video out. Um, yeah. Wow, that's bright. All right, we're on verseoftheday.com. Go to. All right, the verse of the day is honor the Lord with your wealth with the honor the Lord of your wealth with the first fruits of all your crops. So to me, off rip, that sounds like in your early success, you should honor the Lord. Let's look at the what they break it down to. Okay, so what they said was pretty similar, but they also said like not just the first, but the best. So give so during our best, we should give glory to the God, not just when we're at our lowest. It's a good way of saying that, I guess. All right, and I'm going to be reading from Genesis 6:9 is where I left off, I think. And then I'll put in right here, right now, where blah, blah, continuing right after I'm about to speak where I read to. Okay, so this is the next day I forgot to, but I read to Genesis 9:8. Not much, but I might do another reading this week. I don't know. I might be busy though this whole week because I might have to work 10 hours every day. We'll see. Okay, so wait. Yeah. All right. And I believe we left off on Noah's Ark, so let's get to reading and asking questions. Okay, so as I'm reading, I see that when God was telling Noah about how he's going to destroy all flesh with the flood, he told him exactly how to make the boat. I didn't know that. That's a nice little detail. Me, if he told me that, I'd probably forget, so I'd be cooked. But yeah, I didn't know God told him like specifically like how much cubits and how much like all the details, like make a roof, make it this big, make it this wide, and what wood to use. I didn't know that. It's pretty cool. Okay, so in Genesis 6:18, it says, I will establish my covenant with you when he's talking to Noah. And so I got a little study guide right here, and it says the first occurrence in Genesis of the Hebrew term for covenant. A covenant of preservation will be set in place after the flood, guaranteeing that such an event will never happen again. Noah's salvation from the waters of the flood is an example of God's grace and mercy. That's cool. I didn't know. I mean, like, I guess I never really thought that it could happen again. I just never really thought about it, but that's nice that he said he'll never do it again. But so yeah, interesting. I know I've been a lot of interesting facts, but I've also never thought about this, which it'd be kind of like common sense that he brought food on, but he was supposed to bring two of each food too. I mean, everybody always talks about how he brought like two of each animal, but I never thought that I never thought about that the food part that he brought two of every food. That's interesting. Okay, so this part's crazy. Noah was 600 years old when the flood of waters came up upon the earth. I thought that after Adam and Eve, because I'm pretty sure this is after Adam and Eve, that no one could live past like 100 anymore. Or not like 100 specifically, but they couldn't live that long anymore. So maybe it'll like answer that, or maybe it's because he's righteous. I'm not sure. I never knew that he was that old. Also, just a quick thought. How did he get all the animals? Like, how did he get two of every animal? How did they fit, first off? Second off, like, how did he organize them? How did he capture them? How did he get them to go in? Did he have like a bug section for like insect? I'm so there's a lot of confusion. But so back to the covenant thing. It actually mentions it here. I read it a little prematurely, I guess. He said, I will never again curse the ground because of man, for the intention of man's heart is evil from his youth. Neither will I ever again strike down every living creature as I have done. So, yeah, that's his exact words on that. All right. Getting tired now, so not the knowledge isn't really hitting as much anymore. But yeah, pretty interesting. There's a lot of like a little interesting things I never really thought about. I feel like Noah's Ark doesn't ever really get talked about that much. I never really think about it personally. But yeah, it's actually kind of cool. all that, and it happened like over like 150 days, which is a mad long time to be in a boat. But yeah, shout out Noah. 600 years old is crazy. But next I'll read Noah's descendants. I'll read longer next time. I just kind of pushed this one off, which suck at me, but yeah, we'll do more next time. All right, love you guys. Amen.